The holidays are coming, you guys, which means we are obligated as a business to try and take as much of your money as possible.
That's why we've come up with new products to sell you. We got shirts, we got hats, we got all kinds of things for you.
If you want a Brock Life shirt, if you want a Jetpack Rescue Squad shirt.
Ooh, that salmon cannon shirt's cool.
If you want any of that stuff, you want a hat that says "They's Aliens," we got you. We have concerns.com/shop. Did I move here? I was promised beautiful weather.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's the National Weather Service.
Your beautiful weather has arrived, sir.
It says, fight me, asshole. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Oh, man. This story is going to be a good one today. I'm really excited about this because this sort of sums up a lot of the things we've talked about in little ways, but this is sort of the macro idea of this. This was a story sent to us by Alik Evans. He sent it to our Gmail account, which is wehaveconsernsshow@gmail.com.
Thank you, Alik. You can also send stories to our Reddit, which is reddit.com/r/wehaveconcerns. Wehaveconcerns.reddit.com.
Both of those work, actually.
How do kids use Reddit? Anyway, Alik, thank you. Don't send it over Twitter. We won't see it.
That's true. This is an article in The Guardian about a summit, an international summit on human gene editing.
Tell me more.
So scientists from all over the globe...
Did they decide we're doing it?
Well, that's the debate. Scientists from all over the world got together
debate.
In December or late November, I guess it was. And they debated the idea of fucking with our genes, baby.
Cool. Let's debate the idea of whether we need oxygen or water. Let's debate the idea of whether people... this is the thing. You can't debate the inevitable. We're going to be editing genes. If not our generation, 2 generations from now, 4 generations from now.
Right.
We can be the parochial cave people who decided not to edit genes. We can be those people.
Well,
but on an infinite timeline, I have wings.
Eventually have
and
wings.
Claws.
And laser eyes.
And attached earlobes.
Not necessarily in that order, but yes.
No, attached earlobes first.
Right.
Because I'm tired of getting all the looks that I get. Like I'm a lesser person.
My wings are up here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. They're debating whether to do it at all or how much to do it. Is that the idea?
So there's this concept of eugenics, which is the idea of actively manipulating the human gene to create better humans over time.
Right.
You're in for that.
Yes, I'm 100% in for that.
This idea of designer children they're worried about, of course, and what we're able to do. So evidently, Chinese researchers have already been attempting to alter genes in human embryos.
China does not give a fuck.
They give zero fucks
when it comes to morality and science.
They really don't.
China doesn't give a fuck, man. It's spooky, but it's also a little it's also a little respectable. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, when you have a society that has a large supply of human embryos and a very small supply of fucks to give,
the
that's what
embryo to
happens.
fuck ratio
it really is. You would think 1-to-1 based on how fucks work, but turns out no.
No, the embryo to fuck ratio, it needs to err a little more towards embryos than fucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's not how China works.
China goes all the way.
Yeah.
They're all the way embryo.
So here's the crazy part. So there's this other thing that I've never heard about. They call it the germline. Have you ever heard of germline editing? This is manipulating reproductive cells. So it's not we're gonna edit Anthony's genes to fix Anthony's problems.
Sure.
Which is what they're talking about. Maybe trying to eliminate disease and all kinds of things. That's one way of doing it.
Give people wings,
fix their earlobes, etc.
All that stuff.
This germline editing is we're going to mess with Anthony's genes so that his children are a certain way. So he passes on the correct blueprint to mess with the line ahead of him.
We may not have been able to save his lobes.
Right, but
his children's lobes will be beautiful.
He'll be the last detached lobes alive.
It will be heartbreaking to me, but it will be a bittersweet sort of moment knowing that I will be the last person to live with this pain.
When your child...
These hangy, dangly, stupid-ass lobes.
Your child can't look at you because it's too horrific to bear the sight of your dangly lobes.
I couldn't save myself, but I
could.
saved you, my child.
I can't, Dad. I can't look at you.
I understand. I am a hideous monster.
Yeah.
But know that I will be the last monster to ever live on this earth. And know this. I totally will drop you off like a block away from school. Like no one ever.
No, it's okay, Dad. I can fly myself. My wings work just fine.
You don't have to rub it in. I mean, that's the thing. Is like I understand that I'm hideous, but you also don't have to rub in the hole.
No, it's okay, Dad.
I'm taking it a little far.
I'm sorry. I will embrace you and try not to crush your feeble human body.
Thank you. And after that, I want you to fly up to your golden tower and think about what you've done.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too. And I'm jealous of you every day.
Oh, who's that horrible, weird-lobed man?
Stop it! Stop it! I am your neighbor and you have seen me every morning!
Oh, sorry, Anthony. Sometimes I just see the lobes first and I get confused.
That's not a sketch. That is a recording of what happens to me every morning when my neighbors see me.
Yeah.
So you're
okay with this? You're okay with germline editing?
Yeah.
This person, John Holdren, who is the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy head, said this is a line that should not be crossed.
Wah. What he said is, I'm a baby. Wah. What he said is, I'm going to cry myself to sleep and suck my thumb and be worried about the dark. I'm scared of what's under the bed, says John Hader. That was Napoleon Dynamite said that.
Yeah,
Holdren. John
like,
Holdren.
Gosh.
Look, here's the thing, man. Cars, knives, alcohol, guns, fucking all of the things.
Yeah.
Computers, cell phones. These are all things that can be used for terrible, nefarious purposes, right?
Right.
At the end of Hackers, they changed all the street lights, and everyone could have died, right?
Yeah.
Street lights are there to protect us. Everything can be good or evil. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I do my Lex Luthor, Derek Connors. This is the inevitable future.
Yeah.
It's about the responsible use of this stuff, right? It's about safeguarding the access to this stuff in a way that makes sense for everybody. The first thing that everybody always brings up is designer children, which number one, I think that's rad. I have like 4 or 5 pairs of designer sneakers. I would love to collect designer children.
Yeah.
I got vinyl toys.
Get those cool children that look like the ones in Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, get
like
the rare variant children.
The self-lacing children.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, sorry, like it's blind box children. Like 1 out of every 100 children is this dope.
Yeah.
You know, good luck.
Sweet, I got the super rare limited edition child.
But that's kind of how children are right now.
That's true.
Right?
You just don't find out for 20 years.
Yeah, what we here's the thing. The designer children thing used to scare people into thinking like only the rich will be able to do this, only the wealthy will become healthy in the future,
right.
Like they will be the only ones fit to work. It's the Gattaca thing, right?
Yes.
But when I think about designer children, what I think about is, hey, I come from a family that has ridiculously intense heart problems.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure my family doesn't have those anymore.
Right.
And if there's some way in the future that we can all understand that by giving everyone access to this technology, we will be able to make a better human race and eventually cut down on the overall cost of things for people, right? So there's one future where only people who have a ton of money get healthy children, but there's another future where everybody gets a pretty healthy kid and medical costs across the entire known human world go down.
Yeah, the assumption in that first scenario is that all of this is going to remain expensive, and the truth is it's coming down in cost dramatically and fast. And this whole CRISPR-Cas9 thing that we've talked about a lot of times on this show is really revolutionizing the world. And they're saying that part of the discussion at this conference was the fact that I guess the CRISPR tool can have problems, like you can mess with the wrong strand of DNA by mistake. Like you literally can miss the spot you were shooting for.
Yeah.
But they're refining it, and it's going to be.
This is the software and the technology that lets you basically go in open source and resequence and test out different kinds of DNA. If you guys haven't heard this before.
Yeah, you edit the genome, literally edit the genome, and it's coming down so fast in cost that it's going to be affordable to hobbyists at a certain point. So
yeah,
it's not going to be.
But 3D printers are available to hobbyists, and those things are mostly fucking junk.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
A crappy CRISPR.
Print yourself everything you want. Here's a mug that looks oily and weird and stupid.
Yeah.
And you feel like you don't want to drink out of it. Here's kind of an action figure you wanted to print.
Yeah.
You could literally have anything, and it all only costs $58 of raw plastic.
Right. So the equivalent is like, yeah, we reattached your lobes, but we attached them to your kneecaps.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, I'm very cross, and you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Hey, you can't fly in here.
I'm sorry, you're the ones that attached these giant lobes. I wanted wings and attached lobes, and I kind of got both.
Congratulations.
I guess. I'm gonna sue. Maybe.
Get back here, Dumbo. Don't call me that. I don't know. It's I think it's a little more disturbing than you're making it out to be. I think you're accepting this whole cloth, and there's a lot of very smart people that think this could be problematic.
The spooky part is obviously the first few rounds / years of intense human experimentation on this.
Yeah.
That's what's creepy.
Well,
Because if CRISPR, like if it misses, or if we, like you said, if it's not 100% accurate in what DNA it changes, if we think a strand is only responsible for this certain thing, but it also has additional properties, right? Like, because it all kind of works together in a way.
Yeah.
That's what's spooky. Then you wind up with some Jeff Goldblum end of the fly level shit.
Yeah. Not good.
But remember that the first people they test this on aren't going to be you and me, because I hate my attached earlobes, and you, I don't know what beautiful people in commercials want, from their
wings.
DNA.
I want wings.
I want wings. Yeah, great. Good for you, you fucking guy. Though I don't know what the beautiful people want. I'll find out once we get this shit. Believe me. But this is what's up. It's initially going to be tested on people with incorrectable and really horrible,
like sickle cell
genetic
and
stuff.
all that terrible thing. Leukemia.
I'm going to die anyway within a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever.
Yeah.
I have this disease. I have this thing. I am willing to go under and have you test this on me.
Right.
Because maybe I come out of it and I don't have this anymore.
But I think if we cross that germline, if germline is this idea of, okay, there's sickle cell in my family, or there's this imperfection in my family that can cause horrible things, and we genuinely want to remove that. But now we are forever changing our lineage.
Cool.
But
It's
what
a
if
shitty part of our lineage?
What if three
I'm not
generations from
putting
now?
sickle cell anemia on my fucking coat of arms.
No.
This is what the Carbonies are about. We were party coal mining stock, and we also had sickle cell anemia. And if you were to get rid of it, it would destroy everything the Carbonies stand for. I don't know why we're Scottish now instead of Italian. It's
the three
fine.
stars stand for the three pillars of our community that we believe in: love, respect, and prosperity. The shield stands for protecting family of all else. And the tiny bed is where we end our days, because we often die from sad diseases. It's a tiny little bed with
We are a very sick people.
Yes.
I was a sick person. My father was a sick person. His father was even more gross and disgusting. You are lucky you never saw him. You, my son, will be just as sick. Because, that's the way we do things. That's tradition. Yes, cough, my son. Cough from your tiny bed with your little cane thing that I made you. Even the cane thing looks pathetic, and that too is tradition. And this will always be the way we are. Also, I know it's 2015, and I don't know why I'm making you sleep in a cold tower. It's just tradition is very important to our
Father,
family.
I love us all, but can I please just go home now, please?
No, this is your home now.
Oh.
You live in the weird tower, and you'll die sick. Same as me.
I love our family, Father.
I do too, and it's a problem. It's a problem. We're both not bright.
No, we're not right at all.
But that's the thing. Like these sort of fears come from this innate, oh no, we're changing everything. Oh no. If we get rid of polio with a vaccination, we all high five like we're cool. Right. If we get rid of sickle cell anemia and get rid of it 100% for sure, unlike polio, unlike smallpox, unlike these things that can come back if kids don't get their vaccinations,
But what if you get some dude and his wife? I mean, you see what people do to themselves all over the place with weird shit. You get a couple and they're like, we want our kids forever to be gigantic. We want the biggest people we can make in our lineage. We're just okay with that. We're just okay with them being
well. But this is why I'm saying
giant people.
It's okay. It's okay to put some regulation on this, but it's not okay to stop it entirely.
Right.
I think where the regulation lies is, at least in the beginning, right? Is look, what are these things in your family that are not just detrimental for you, but are detrimental for the human species? What is it about you and your genome that can weaken the human race?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that is stuff like
So you're going to remove my love of food. My obscene love of food is going to go away.
That would be what I did. But what if what if you could eliminate everything from celiac to lactose intolerance to all of these things, right?
No, it'd be great. I think that these people are worried that it doesn't stop there, and I know you keep saying that
it'll never
that's
stop
slippery,
there. It'll
slippery
never
slope.
fucking stop there. But that's the thing. We need a few generations of just getting used to this, getting everybody so they're not afraid of it, and then look, will we ever get to the point where it's totally legal to have 15-foot giant blue kids? Maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe we should.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be awesome.
We all want to be an avatar.
We would love to be a Navi.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I think that's what we all learned.
It's culturally relevant.
No, but I think we are far away from 15-foot tall blue children or wings or any of that stuff.
Well, you know, one man's near is another man's.
Because what we can do now is we can edit it so we know that this is where lactose intolerance is.
Right.
There it is.
Right.
And we know that this is somebody who doesn't have lactose intolerance, and we can move this. People don't have wings. People aren't 12 feet tall.
Yes.
We can't just add that easily. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's silly shit to be afraid of.
Yeah.
I want to be 15 feet tall, blue and winged right now.
Let's do it. I would love that.
I want to look like a beautiful angel of death.
What's the line at which, if you could get wings that would legitimately let you fly, what is the point at which you're like, no, that's too far as the other stuff that has to come along with it? You would go with a weird color of yourself so that you're the weird blue person or the weird
I don't
red person or
I don't
purple
date anymore.
All right. What
I don't
about
date anymore. That shit doesn't matter.
What about
I
bird
lock this shit in. I can be blue as I want right now.
What about feathers? If you had to do
I
feathers.
don't want feathers.
So you're not going to fly if you have to have feathers.
I'm okay with the wings having feathers because that's beautiful.
It's like Warren Worthington the third, you know,
Yeah.
the angel from the
Pre-Age of
X-Men.
Apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want Archangel.
No.
What about bird-like facial features? What about sort of?
Oh, I could go for some bird eyes.
You want bird eyes?
Yeah, weird bird eyes would be kind of cool.
How weird are your bird eyes?
I just want to look like one of those avatars people are always trying to have sex with in Second Life.
Yeah. So you're larger eyes.
I mean,
you're talking about
maybe the eyes are the same size, maybe a little wider. I've always thought I've had particularly squinty eyes, so maybe a little
beady little bird eyes.
Yeah, bigger eyes, and maybe they're all black. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe they're black and yellow, and maybe black and gold. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sounds like you put some thought into it.
Yeah, I'm just picturing it right now. I'm going through a character creator in my head, and I'm feeling that's pretty great.
What about claw feet? Claw feet? You're gonna go with claw feet? You can get custom shoes. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm fine with claw feet.
Yeah.
Very few people ever see my feet. I'm fine with that. If they're wings are gonna happen, but you have to have claw feet and bird eyes, I'm sick. Sign me up. You have to be blue, and I'm that's actually a bonus.
Yeah.
That's not a detriment.
Yeah, blue is stylish.
Blue is kind of dope, right?
Yeah, blue is the new black.
Because I could wear a lot more white and yellow if I had blue. If I had blue skin, that would be beautiful.
It really would be beautiful.
What would you give yourself?
I mean, I would love to do just the wings, with no changes would be great. But yeah, if I had to do, I think claw feet wouldn't be a problem.
Claw feet aren't a problem.
As long as I can still walk
What about
and run.
your teeth? What if they turn into weird teeth?
Weird, beak teeth?
Yeah, maybe they're sharper or something. Weird beaky teeth.
I don't mind sharper teeth. I think I could tear into me some better food. I have a problem with eating sometimes.
What about feathers, but they only replace your chest hair?
I don't really have much chest hair.
Okay, then you wouldn't have many feathers. How do you feel about it?
I'm fine with it. A couple of feathers is actually weirder than a lot of feathers.
You could probably pluck them.
Don't you think? Yeah, you would.
It'd probably be
constantly
easier.
be plucking.
It'd probably be easier than grooming chest hair.
It's probably true.
Yeah. This only sounds better and better. What are these fucking eggheads arguing about?
I don't know. They really should have consulted with us.
I know. I think we're going to be keynote speakers next month there.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's not true. What is true is that we are going to be at PAX South, though,
Yeah.
on the 28th.
Kind of keynote. If by keynote you mean a speaker at all, then that's what we are.
Yeah. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We will not speaking outside of the keynote at the exact same time.
Yes.
No, we have live recordings at PAX South
Saturday night, 8 p.m. at the Falcon Theater.
Named for my beautiful plumage.
You will know us by our
10-foot
somewhat sparse chest feathers.
Yes. So come see us if you're there. Check out the store online if you have not done that yet. That is wehaveconcerns.com/shop. We got a lot of cool stuff. And let us know on Twitter what fantastical genetic thing
Yes.
you would change about yourself or give yourself.
Or what you would be willing to take if you also got wings.
Yeah, let us know. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those
chest feathers.
chest feathers.